Order in the court! Hey there! What if your students could confidently open their Bibles and defend their faith? Well, that's exactly what this quarter is all about. Time really does fly, and quarter 2 of 2026 is coming right up. Let me show you what the Hope Within You Part 2 looks like in action. It can sometimes feel daunting to share our faith with others, especially when we feel unprepared. That's where Bible marking comes in. When students have a marked Bible, all of their studies are in one place. Wherever their Bible goes, their studies go too. Giving a study becomes as simple as finding the first reference in their Bible study directory, following the chain of text through their Bible, and adding short comments along the way. Most likely, your students already marked many studies in their Bible last quarter, but if your students are just starting this quarter, no worries. You can use the Bible study folder, which includes all the studies from both quarters in one place. This quarter, keep encouraging your students to stay consistent with their Bible marking. The instructions are built right into the weekly Bible lessons. Just make sure they have their Bible marking stickers, writing utensils, and Bible study directories. Also, their marked Bible is super important for another reason, and I'll explain exactly why later in the video. Each week that students complete their Bible study goals and mark them on their record slips, they'll add another strip of stickers to this fun mosaic picture. As the weeks go by, the picture slowly comes together, and by the final week, it's complete. They won't want to miss a week and leave a hole in their picture. This quarter's program helps continues focusing on helping kids use their voices more effectively for God. Your students will use the Training Manuals for Young Evangelists Part 2 to learn and practice public speaking skills. These are honestly skills adults can still grow in. I know I can. And of course, learning something without actually putting it into practice is useless. It's like trying to learn violin just by reading books about it. And that is where the Truth for Youth Train Them Now program comes in. This quarter, your students will be continuing the Train Them Now evangelistic series that they started last quarter. Each week they'll rotate roles, doing announcements, changing slides, presenting the message, and helping with the equipment. It may seem like a lot, but once everything is set up, it runs really smoothly from week to week. You'll just need the Truth for Youth download and a way to print the scripts, a laptop and screen for presenting, and the weekly planning sheet from the Program Helps Photocopy Masters. If your kids are starting this for the first time this quarter, you're in for a treat. Watching them grow in their confidence and ability is truly a blessing. The Teacher's Guide this quarter begins with a fun trigger text challenge to help students review the trigger text they're learning each week. You'll find the matching cards for these challenges in the Teacher's Guide Photocopy Masters. Now it's time for my favorite part of the program this quarter, the court case. This is a creative, engaging way for students to grow in defending their faith while still having fun. Your classroom will be turned into a mock courtroom. 2 of your students are the defendants, 1 is the prosecuting attorney, 1 is the defense attorney, and 1 is the bailiff. You're the judge, and the rest of the classroom is the jury. Here's how it works. The bailiff announces the defendants from the court ledger and leads them to their seats. You, as the judge, read the accusation, which connects directly to that week's Bible lesson. For example, students might be accused of believing something unusual about what happens after death, or of claiming that God has a true church. The prosecuting and defense attorneys then ask questions, and the defendants answer using their marked Bibles. If they get stuck, they're allowed to call on an expert witness to help with one question. At the end, the jury delivers their verdict. To help students feel prepared, you can give defendants a review card a week ahead of time and provide attorney's briefs in advance so they can practice reading them. Both are included in the Teacher's Guide Photocopy Masters. You can also keep track of student roles for both Truth for Youth and the court case using the planning sheet in the Program Helps Photocopy Masters. I recommend posting the schedule on the wall so the students know when they have parts coming up. After the court case, you'll close with a short challenge encouraging students to make a personal decision based on what they've learned. As always, be sure to hand out the weekly magazine each week as the students leave Sabbath school. They'll also need their trigger text flashcards and the quarterly, which contains all the Bible lessons in one place. This quarter is not just about learning information, but training young people who know exactly what they believe, can explain it clearly, and are growing closer to Jesus along the way. I hope this program blesses you and gives your students confidence to share and defend their faith. See you next time!